In a C programming language, it's very important to write comments. Comments can be used to write a brief documentation to explain what our source code is all about. Writing too much comment is not encouraged, but it's important to write comments generously. In C programming language, there are two ways that we can write comments. So the first one is to use two forward slash. For example, if I have a printf function here that says hello, and if I want to explain this statement, I need to use the two forward slash, and here I can write my comment. For example, if I want to say here prints hello to the terminal, just like that. So when we compile the code, this comment will be stripped out during the pre-processing stage, as we discussed in the previous video. In the previous video, that the first stage of the compilation process is the pre-processing stage, where comments and other pre-processed directive are handled. The other way to write a comment in C is to use a forward slash followed by a single star and followed by a single star and followed by forward slash. This is usually used to write a multiple line comment. For example, if I want to explain what the C main function does, I can say the main function is an entry point to the program. So I'm able to write a multiple line comments by putting these two symbols between the statement. So these are the two ways that we can write comments in C. So if you're using Visual Studio as your code editor, you can also use plugins such as deoxygen. For example, if I go to the extension tab, I can search for the deoxygen thing, the first extension, install it. So now the extension is already installed. So I can go back to my C function. So here I can actually generate a deoxygen format documentation by opening a forward slash and writing two asterisk sign or star and pressing enter, and then I can write anything here. Then when I try to generate a comment for my source code using the deoxygen document generator, it will look for this comment and the name of the function, and it will generate out an HTML comment for me. So even though this is not part of the C programming language, requires us to write comments, but if we want to generate a documentation, we can use this extension. So we have seen how to write a multi-line comments in C and a single line comment using two different ways.